So good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Now you're all messed up because you're on other sides that I made them. Well, hopefully I didn't make you move, right? All right, good. But I do think it is an interesting thing when you do move, because it is habit, and we get into lots of habits, and so often you never know. How do you know if something's better if you don't switch it, right? You don't know. Yes, ma'am. Now you're over there. Why? What made you change? It isn't. Yeah. If you really want to change your practice, move closer to the mirror, and not so much so that you can see yourself, but more so about what you cannot see, because you cease to look at anybody else, which they're not in your vision. So it really does change stuff. Anyway, welcome. Happy Monday. And again, before you get too zenned out, Mark reminded me, thankfully, Wednesday morning, 5:50 a.m. Yeah, right? What? Wednesday morning, 5:50 a.m. is the best time to see this new full eclipse moon. So if you're at all interested, I would hike with you if you want to go. I'd be up. I'd be down for that. If anybody wants to go climb a mountain and go check it out. So let me know if you do. And if you don't, just at least go outside. It starts at 5:50 Wednesday. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's really cool if you like that kind of stuff. Anyway, hop on in to child's pose. So once again, I say it till I'm blue in the face. Make sure that you allow yourself the movement to be in a more comfortable place of ease. So even though we always end up like in a pattern, going kind of to the same spot, it's Monday, it's new, it's everything. Just imagine that this practice is your first ever yoga practice. And so all of it's new, which means there isn't a usual place for your foot or your hand or your knee. And so in that allowing of being new, maybe you find something out that you like. So as you start to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose, and start to elongate these breaths that come in and out, and ideally stuff starts to soften, and ideally the mind chatter starts to slow, then hopefully be inspired rather than mechanical about your practice. So maybe this practice is about being inspired from something other than what you always do. So with that, walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe reach the left arm even farther as you let the right one kind of go anywhere it wants to go. Maybe it just bends, maybe you pull it behind you. And right here, a really slow inhale. And this exhale, make it loud and long, and notice your left hip. Notice that your left hip can actually push back a little more and you get more space. Kind of feel that one out a little. And then walk them over the other side. And now the right arm is going to reach really long. The left one does whatever it wants. It can pull behind you. It can drop on the floor. It can bend. It can just relax. And again, the slow inhale. And on your exhale, slide your right hip down just a little more space. And then walk them back into the center. And maybe this time you reach your arms super long, tent up on your fingers, get really active. And on the exhale, really just let everything relax. Perfect. And then one more slow, like really slow inhale. And this time, don't be shy. Loud, long, wow, just let it go. And you might notice that the next inhale floats you up to that tabletop kind of effortlessly. And then maybe you close your eyes and move through some cat-cow, or drop your chest, lift your chin, take an inhale. Drop your head, open up your shoulder blades on your exhale. Maybe you push into each hip, maybe you turn your wrists around, maybe you sink into the shoulders and lift out, and really anything. There's no plan here, just feeling it. And when you're ready, you'll get really straight and strong. So now you're really active. Your belly is really strong. Your tailbone feels very long behind you. And the inhale kicks your right leg back. And even there, you can move stuff around to find that really solid base. Stretch your heel, maybe your Achilles. Dropping the toe to the ground, lifting the heel up, reach the opposite arm forward. Find some length. If you turn your thumb to the ceiling, sometimes you can get even more through the shoulder. And then on your exhale, round it and connect it. Draw your chin to your chest as well. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, round it, connect it, make it even deeper. Inhale, make it long. And then on your exhale, really connect. And then inhale, make it super long, make it super strong. Float the arm to the side, get the outside of your foot. And then as you inhale, lift up, kick up, look up, breathe up, and then release it down. And now the same on the other side. Inhale, kick the left leg back. Noticing any differences in your body this morning. And then get it really strong. Float the opposite arm forward. Maybe the thumb goes up. Find so much length. And as you exhale, connect knee to elbow, chin to chest. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, connect it. Take your time. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, connect. Inhale, make it long, lift it up, float it to the side, reach back. And again, it's the lift up, look up. Yeah. And then release it. Now you can let your head just drop. Shake it around the whole weekend, just dripping off your head onto the ground. Draw your stomach in as you curl your toes and send your hips up. So if you leave a little micro bend to your knees, you might be able to push your chest more closely to your thighs. You might be able to spiral your elbows towards your ears, which might feel like you can open up a little more. So your head is really loose, shake it around. No tension there. And then inhale to the tippy toes. Shift it down to the right. Some people like to take their left foot behind and get longer through the side body. That's up to you. And then inhale up and over to the other side on the exhale. Still pressing your chest to your thighs, still being very aware of the heaviness of your head. And then inhale to the toes in the center and slide the heels down. Perfect. Right foot to your right hand, left foot to your left hand. Open up your stance. So the more you open your stance, the wider you get, the more stability you might have. So bend your knees, sway, and actively try to relax. Like really be aware of your shoulders. And then you'll come back to the center. And maybe today you place your left hand on the inside of your left foot. And then the right arm goes up, and with your left elbow, press against your knee as leverage to twist your spine even more, and then take a wrap. Again, just doing things slightly differently makes things different. Inhale, bring it up. Now the right hand on the inside of the right foot, maybe using that elbow as leverage to get just a little more twist in your spine. Take your wrap when you're ready. And then inhale, reach it high. Exhale, be as heavy as you can be. Shake it around. The head is loose. Sometimes I think we hold tension in our neck. We don't even know we're doing it. So be really aware of that. And then walk your feet together. So at this point, you're still relaxed. Everything is just loose and heavy. First inhale is just a half lift. Everything is straight. So your back is straight, legs are straight. Exhale, heavy and loose, ragdoll. This inhale, ride your breath all the way up as you reach up. And then float it all the way down. Again, you're heavy when you get there. Inhale, half lift. Even longer spine. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, reach all the way up. See if you can feel taller. Exhale, float it all the way down. Everything is heavy when you get there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt down. This is the biggest one yet, so go slow. Inhale, bring it up. Maybe a little back bend. Hips forward slightly. Exhale, all the way down. Perfect. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, place your hands on the mat fully. And then the right foot steps all the way back. Now the left. So it's this high push-up, high plank. And stay here for just a few breaths so you can feel energy going off on each direction, right? So your heels are pressed back. If you're on your knees, it's your tailbone. Your crown of your head and your shoulders are reaching forward, and your belly is pulled in and up. So keep that belly lock. As you inhale, forward. Exhale, hover. Inhale, up dog. Release your feet. Exhale, back over the toes. So that's our flow. We do a gazillion of them. They're always optional, but they do warm your body. So try one on your own. Inhale to the top. Ride it down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back over the toes. Perfect. Slow inhale through the nose. A long, loud exhale through your mouth. Right on. Inhale your right foot way high. Either leave it there or bend your knee and just drop your foot so that gravity takes over. And just let it hang. No tension in your toes. Maybe some circles up there if you like. Again, these are little pockets of moments where you can go, oh, that feels good, or that doesn't. And then inhale, leg to straight, square off your hips. Send it all the way through to Warrior One. So Warrior One, as with any pose, allow yourself the movement to find the spot, right? So your back heel's on the ground, your back toes are facing the upper left-hand corner of your mat. And that allows you to roll your ankle behind you. So now you can sit low, really pull your belly in, inhale, reach up, exhale, hands to the mat, send it back, high to low. Each time, focusing in on that strong engagement of your core. Inhale, left leg up. Let that foot drop. Let your hip open, just any way it's gonna today, but really actively let it relax. And then inhale, leg to straight, sending it through Warrior One, adjusting your feet to where you feel balanced. So if it means that you walk your front foot out to the side a little, so you feel like you're on two skis, do it. Inhale, reach really high. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping it back. High to low, up to down. Building some heat, using your breath. Perfect. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send it through Warrior One. Linking your breath to your movement, if possible, glide open Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, It's even more important to place your feet where they need to be so you feel like you're in the center of your feet. So if you have to open your stance, maybe root your tailbone, lift your chest, notice the length of your neck. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, windmill all the way down. Full ranges of motion, full breath. Beautiful. And then inhale, left leg up. Again, breath to movement. Exhale, send it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, glide. And now you can take the time to figure out, where are you? Where can you be more steady, more comfortable, more at ease? And how deeply can you breathe to find that spot? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, windmill, hands to the mat. Send it through. Right on. A little deeper. Inhale, right leg goes higher. Send it through, warrior one. Breath to movement. So see if you can elongate it. Glide open, warrior two. So now you can sit as low as you need to. Adjust what you need to. Turn the palm on your inhale. Slowly exhale forward. Inhale all the way up and out. So you can feel yourself coming up and out of your bent front leg. So the knee is still pushing out to the side. You are perfect. Inhale back to warrior two. And then windmill on the exhale, riding it all the way down, high to low. So good. Inhale, left leg up. Send it through, warrior one. Breath to movement. Glide open, warrior two. Sit low. Inhale, palm lifts. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Oh, your rib cage is just opening up so huge. Just take a breath and then inhale, back, exhale, windmill. This moving meditation, linking the breath to the movement, that's what it's all about. Slow inhale through the nose. Loud, long sigh through the mouth. Try it one more time. I didn't hear you, but I'm going to guess that you did it. Walk, step, or float your feet to the middle of your mat. Slowly rise. Make sure you can see yourself in the mirror. And see if you can get your feet to touch so you can really feel it. And if you need to take a breath or two with your eyes closed, sometimes that helps get you grounded, kind of more in your body, less in your head, right? Then make your legs really strong. Inhale, arms all the way up, palms touch. Shoulders fall, but your arms stay strong. So this really does come from your feet. So imagine the inhale coming from your feet, lifting you up, and then over to the back right corner. So as you are here, use the ability to move and wiggle your way, shimmy your way higher up and out of your waist to your advantage. With more breath and more ability of movement, it actually gets kind of comfortable. So if you have to move halfway back up to go higher, do that. It's almost as if you have this ginormous beach ball that you're trying to go over. So the only way to get there is to go up. And the arms pull back by your ears, which opens up your chest, allows you to breathe more fully. And then the gaze softens, and the arms strengthen and reach even more. And you have 2 more breaths to play with. So back up a little, go higher, and then on the final one, maybe you go up and over the ball. 3, 2. Inhale to straight. Let your shoulders drop, but keep your arms really strong. So by pulling them back by your ears, you are more aligned. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over to the back left. So just as playing with the bend of your body is helpful. So is playing with the location of your shoulders. So if you slightly bring your left one forward and your right hip forward, you can get that crescent shape that you're striving for. So as you breathe, you're about halfway there. Let your jaw relax. And it's an interesting practice to notice what your thoughts are. Don't judge them, just notice. So as you are here, trying to lift up and out, what are you thinking about? Sometimes you don't want to know. Inhale, lift all the way up. Okay, this one is your biggest exhale yet. 3, 2. And then bring it up. Let your head just drop. Keep your arms if you can. So, never want to do a back bend with a crimped neck. So if you want your arms up, draw your head back up through. If you like supported back bends, that's great too. So lifting again up out of the waist first, then going back. My best suggestion is to keep your legs straight and push your hips forward. So straighten the legs, lift the chest, continue to breathe. 3, 2, inhale all the way up. Exhale, complete forward fold, releasing any tension, any compression. And then separate your feet out about 6-7 inches, really to wherever you're most comfortable. Bend your knees as much as possible. Let your head drop. So this is that relaxation phase. You can either grab your big toes, some people like that. Some people, like myself, slide your entire hand underneath your foot from the front. So fingers will go in from the front, pick up your foot, step on your palm. And then again, relax. So while you're just relaxing and breathing, it helps to pull your belly in towards your spine, inhaling, and pull your elbows out. On your exhale, continue to pull belly to spine, tailbone to the ceiling, knees press back. Keep pulling and breathing, noticing your belly towards your spine. 3, 2, release your hands to the floor. Walk your feet together. Turn your palms to the front wall. Sitting in chair, arms inhale up, and then exhale, draw back. Again, inhaling up, noticing where your shoulders are in relation to your hips. Exhale, draw it back. Tailbone down, inhale up. Exhale, draw back. So good. Inhale up. One last time. How long can you make your spine? Draw back on the exhale. This one, inhale all the way up to standing. Arms come up. Swinging the right arm underneath the left, nesting your elbows together. So if you have this wrap, see if you can get your palms flat against each other. Perfect. If you don't worry about it. Pull down and sit down. Inhale the right knee as high as you can, over and behind the other leg. If you need the kickstand, that works. So lean your shoulders back over your hips. Use the leverage of your stomach. Pull your belly in. And if you want something different today, raise your elbows towards your chin. Opening your back and you're breathing. 3, 2. Perfect. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And then swing left under right. Notice any inequality in your body too. You can breathe that away. Sit low. Inhale the left leg high, over, around, and behind. Shoulders lean back. Active root of your tailbone. Maybe the elbows lift. And just breathe and squeeze everything towards the midline. 3, 2. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome. Turn your palms to the front wall. Drop the hips. And then inhale, arms up, second set of chair. So maybe this one you sit lower. Exhale, draw back. Maybe this one you're back in your heels more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, maybe that one you touch the floor. This one you sit low, palms touch, and this is your option to float your heels up, much like awkward, where you're as high as you can be. 3, 2, inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through that flow to pull all the alignment into your spine. So good. Slow inhale through the nose, the loudest, longest one yet, out of your mouth. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Come up to standing, finding mountain pose again. It's that place where your feet are really touching. It's kind of important. So if you need a breath or two with your eyes closed, get really inward and really aware of the muscles in your back body. Go for it. Otherwise, inhale the right knee directly in front of the right hip. Flex your right toes up towards your knee and find that you are still maintaining mountain pose in the standing leg. So ideally, one or the other leg will always be in mountain pose. So that really strong lift of the kneecap and the belly is drawn in. And sometimes it's interesting to just stay here to notice stuff. Again, if it's in your practice and your standing leg is super straight, maybe you get the knee, maybe you round down to the foot. Standing leg is still in mountain pose. And then maybe you round forehead to knee. Wherever you are, you're breathing. 3, 2, and then 1. Step down on the right foot, send the arms to the front wall, toes to the back wall. And again, stay here for just a moment so you can figure out how long can you be. So point your toe to the back wall, extend your arms to the front, lift your biceps towards your ears, maybe even higher. 3, 2, inhaling, bringing it up, finding mountain pose to reset. So good. Place your left arm on your left hip. Without bending over, try to lift your knee up to get the toe or the knee. So check to see that your spine is super tall. Right shoulder might roll back into your back pocket, so your chest is open. And this is a hip opener, so you don't need to worry about your hamstring, not yet. But if it will allow, maybe you kick forward. If not, take the knee to the side, maintaining your tall spine. So sending the leg out to the side, usually it stays around hip level so that your hips and your shoulders are equal. And you're just breathing. 3, 2, send it back to the center, reach your arms high, kick your foot high, use your core. 3, 2, step down and hinge, warrior 3. Left foot presses against the back wall, arms go back. So while you're here, see if you can point your left toes to the ground. Level the hips. Then the hands come to the chest. Then reach for the front wall, press to the back wall, activating every muscle in your back. So good. 3, 2, inhale, rise, and reset. That was so good. The right elbow bends at the right hip. The palm will face up. And remember, the left leg stays in mountain pose, so feel it. Get to know that feeling. Reach behind you, pick up the inside of the foot or ankle, draw your knees together. Left arm goes up. Bicep comes by your ear. Everything is steady. So the left leg is still in mountain pose. It's solid. And it will remain solid. And if it doesn't, this is exactly where you should stay. If it is, maybe you begin to lift your knee, kick your foot above your head, keeping the arm by the ear, reaching and kicking, much like an arrow with forward and back pull. 3, 2, slowly rise, inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow to create the alignment in your spine that you just practiced. And then walk your hands back to your feet once again. Find that really solid place. Notice the muscles in your back, they count. We can't see them in the mirror, but when you close your eyes, you can sure feel them and you can sure activate them. And then inhale the left knee right in front of your left hip. Take a small inventory before you keep going. All 4 corners of your right foot are on the ground. Your calf is engaged. Your kneecap is lifted. Your hips are level. Your abdominals are pulled in and up. Your shoulders are level. And if you feel really good, then you'll come around to the knee or maybe to the foot. And maybe you'll kick forward. And if you do, you'll open your chest more to get even more elongation as you round forehead to knee. Belly is still pulled in no matter where you are. 3, 2, step down, right toes back, arms to the front, interlace your fingers, and really get active. So you are actively reaching your toe to the back wall, your fingers to the front. Every muscle in your back is turned on. Standing leg is in mountain pose. 3, 2, slowly rise, reset. So good. Right hand goes to your right hip. Give it a squeeze so you're aware of the muscles in your hip supporting you. And then without bending over, raise your knee to get the toe or the knee. So get a feel for that just for a moment. The knee is kind of off to the side on a 45-degree angle. And this is where checking in with the standing leg, ensure that it is still in mountain pose, and if it's not, bring it back. And then you might kick forward or open your knee like a gate. Just as tall, there's space between your collarbones, your neck is long, you're just breathing. Easy. And then you'll float the arm to the center, reach the arms high. Use your core, lean slightly forward, breathe. 3, 2, step down and hinge, warrior 3. Right heel to the back wall, arms to the back wall. Standing leg in mountain pose. So lift up the kneecap as you take your hands to your chest. Reach forward, press back. Standing leg is straight. So good. 3, 2, slowly rise and reset. Really, really good. Left elbow at the left hip. Ensure that your standing leg is strong. Then reach back at the inside of the foot or ankle. Right arm's going to go up to the ceiling. And find, there you go, and find that you are so tall. So again, it comes from your foot. So find the balance in your foot. And then you can choose. Kick up, lift the knee up, keep the arm by the ear. Imagine you are the arrow pulling back and going forward at the same time. 3, 2. Slowly rise, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow. Again, aligning your spine. And we meet back in downward facing dog. If you need a little breather, you can drop into child's pose. Maybe grab a drink if you like. Anything you want to do. We will go through some flows. So if you are ready for that, you will find yourself in downward facing dog. And if you're not, if your breath gets any kind of choppy, or if it's uneven, or you're overthinking it or whatever, by all means, stay in child's pose, whatever you like. We started out with a slow inhale, a loud exhale, then inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send it through, warrior 1. Glide open, warrior 2. Sit low, turn the palm, hinge forward, go up and back. It's kind of like a dance. You're dancing with yourself. Inhale, back to warrior 2, chin to the back wall. Right elbow, right knee, left arm goes to the ceiling. Maybe drop to the floor, arm to the mirror, all the way along. How much are you breathing? Left hand down, up on the back toes, right arm high. Shoulders stacked, chest gets open, take a wrap. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, circle around, come to the elbows. If you like to play around with arm balances, this might be a good place. Otherwise, just let your head fall. Perfect. Hand on the inside of the foot, back heel spins flat. Left arm goes up. Take a wrap or a bind, but use your back foot. It is important. Bring it back to center, a low lunge. Hands start at your chest. Shoulders over hips, lift up and then twist. Elbow past your knee. If your hands can remain in the center of your chest, that's when you would start to open. If not, guide them there with your breath. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. Move through a flow. Right on. Inhale, left leg up. Sending it through, warrior 1. Gliding open, warrior 2. Turning the palm, hinge forward, go up, back. Touch the ceiling, then the back wall. Take a breath. Inhale, back to warrior 2, chin to the back wall. Left elbow, left knee, right arm up. Maybe the left hand to the floor, right arm over. Still pressing into your back foot. Right hand down, up on the back toes. Left arm goes up. Stack your shoulders, then take a wrap. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, circle around. Come down to the elbows. Head drops, or play with that arm balance. Can't get this stuff wrong. Just breathe. Perfect. Hand on the inside of the foot. Back heel spins down. Right arm goes up. Take a wrap. Take a bind. Notice your top shoulder. Peel it away from your ear. And then release it back to the center. A low lunge. Lift up first, then twist. Right elbow past the knee. If you want to be on your knee in the back, that works too. Then release your hands to the floor. Step it back, high to low. Then inhale, right leg high. Send it through all the way to warrior two. So stay here for just a few breaths, figuring out where you are, figuring out if you need to move something to be more comfortable. What can you engage? Perfect. Straighten the front leg, turn the toes inward. Palms go up to the ceiling. Lift up your chest and then exhale, forward fold. So a couple things you can do in this pose. Grab a hold of whatever you can. So maybe it's your toes, maybe it's your ankles, maybe it's your calves. And then if you want to, lift your chin and begin to pull yourself to straight. If you like headstands, this is also a great place to be. Wherever you are, be sure to breathe fully, slowly. Complete your exhale, and then on your inhale, bring yourself back up, warrior two. Left hand's going to go to the mat, the right foot goes back for side plank on the left. So about 3 or 4 breaths here, any way you like it. Reaching long, extending your body, maybe flip dog, maybe pushing your hip higher, anything. Just kind of opening the whole side of your body on the right. Then you place your hand on the mat. What does your body need today? 5 push-ups, maybe you want to hold a plank, maybe you skip the whole thing and move right through to downward facing dog. Then inhale, left leg up. Send it through warrior two. Again, finding equality in your feet. Giving yourself permission to move to where that feels right, where it feels better. Straightening the front leg, turning the toes inward. Now the hands go behind you, interlace them. Even press your wrists together. Shoulders come away from the ears as you pull down, lift up your chest, and then forward fold all the way down. So this is a huge shoulder opener when you allow it to be. So actively relax your shoulders and just hang, just breathe. Coming up to a half lift, arms go to the side. If you like, check yourself out in the mirror. How flat is your back? And then put your eyes back to the floor. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up. And now you could even walk your right hand closer to your left foot for more of a twist. Leveling out your hips helps as you take a wrap behind you. And then inhale, reach up, left hand down, right one goes high. So how long can you get your spine? How much breath can you find? And then wrap. Then inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hand down. Float up to warrior two. Perfect. Right hand spins, left foot back, side plank on the left. So these side planks are all you. About 3 full long breaths. Tons of strength and power, stability. Then you'll place your hand on the mat. Choose push-ups, maybe a plank. Really just whatever you choose. Then you'll move through a flow. One more blast. Inhale, right leg high. Send it through warrior one. Gliding open, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, turn the palm, hinge forward, go up, back, reverse triangle. So your hips are pressing to the front wall, your chest is up to the ceiling. And then back to neutral arms. Shift forward slightly. Right hand to the foot or the shin or the floor. Left arm up. Pull the top shoulder back so you are stacked. Take a wrap or reach forward, whatever feels right to you. Inhale, arm up. Bump both hands down. Bump the back foot in slightly. Both legs straight. Forward fold right over your straight front leg. Nothing to do here but breathe. That's it. Left hand stays on the floor. Right arm goes up. Again, not always a comfortable spot, but when you relax into it, you might find ease. Right hand goes down. Left leg lifts. Arms go back. Warrior three. Hands to your chest. Standing splits. Hands to the floor. Right hand, right ankle. Pull your forehead to your shin. Then release the hand to the floor. Slowly rotate into half moon. Stacking shoulders, hips. Flex the back foot. All good. Just take your time. Use your breath. Rotate to warrior three. Hands to your chest. Left hand down. Right arm high. Hands to the mat. Step back and flow. So good. Inhale, left leg high. Send it through, warrior one. Glide open, warrior two. Find your center. Straighten the leg, turn the palm, hinge forward. Touch the ceiling, come up and out of your waist. Make sure to breathe. Back to neutral arms, hinge forward, drop in, triangle. Left hand to the floor, right arm to the ceiling. Reach the arm over. Find a lot of length. Or take a wrap. Perfect. Right hand comes down, back foot bumps in. Forward fold right over your straight front leg. Nothing to do. Right hand stays, left arm goes up. Finding length in your spine. So relax anything that you can. Left hand goes down, back leg lifts. Arms go back. Hands to your chest. Standing splits. Left hand, left ankle or calf. Right toes go all the way up as high as they can. Pull and breathe. Release your hand to the floor. Slowly bring the right arm up. Turn your hip to stack. So really draw your belly in. Go slow here. Focusing on your breath. Rotate around. Hands to your chest. Right hand down. Left arm up. 3, 2. Awesome. Hands to the mat. Step it back. So good. Finding a slow inhale through your nose. An even bigger exhale through your mouth. Finding child's pose. Move on down. This child's pose might be different. Maybe your knees are closer together. Maybe your arms go back. Really just relax. That last flow was extremely energetic and filled with concentration. This is not. When you're ready, you'll slowly rise up, turn around, lay on your back for a set of bridge or wheel. We'll stay here for a few breaths, so you could do both if you like. So in bridge, your feet are so close to you that you can feel your heels. Press your shoulders into your back pockets as you lift your hips up. And begin to walk your arms underneath you even more. If you're in wheel, your goal is to get your arms to straight. And if they are, then you would shift your chest forward. Wherever you are, breathe. And then slowly let your spine roll to the ground. Easy, easy. Perfect. Inhaling your feet up to the ceiling, lowering the legs down to the ground, all the way. Once they get there, arms come up over your head. It's a double exhale, takes you up to touch your toes, use your core, and then roll over to do some cobra. We'll only do two. If there's one that you love, that you don't want to miss, you should do that. Otherwise, we'll start out easy. Hands by your rib cage. Make sure that they are low enough that they are not underneath your shoulders, more closely to your hips. Feet zip up super tight. And then it's a very small movement. Inhale, lift your chest up. Be sure you do not have a lot of weight on your hands. And while you're here breathing, imagine that even your hips are moving forward. So your neck is getting long, your shoulders are actually going behind you. And then release your left ear down. Allow your arms and legs to go wherever they feel heaviest. Next one, you'll interlace your hands behind you. Be sure to press your wrists together. That will help you pull your shoulders away from your ears. Legs zip up nice and tight. Inhale, lift everything. A lot more active. So the legs are zipped up together. Everything is lifting higher. Your hips are moving forward. Your chest is moving forward. And then you relax down, right ear down. Everything gets soft. If you like floor bow, this is your chance. Reaching behind you, I would recommend getting the inside of your foot, much like standing bow, the same grip. So the inside of your elbow will be out. On an inhale, kick up really high. There you go. So make sure you're breathing. Take 2 really full breaths. Focus on nothing but your breath. 3, 2, press yourself back into child's pose. Coming up, sitting down on your mat, send your right leg out really long. Take the left leg and bend it to place your foot on the inside of your thigh. Sit as tall as you can be. Inhale your arms up. Extend your body all the way beyond the ball of your foot. Even if that means you have to bend your knee, it's all good. So while you're here, every inhale will pull you across your thigh, and every exhale, noticeably relax your left shoulder. And then send it back up, changing your legs. Inhale for a lot of height, a lot of length, and on your exhale, extend. Again, you are looking to pull your body across your thigh, and the exhale relaxes your shoulder. And then inhale, roll yourself up, turn around, laying all the way flat. Some of us love inversions, some of us do not. So if you do like inversions, start it out easy. The exhale sends the toes up. Ideally, you are straight, relaxed. That little space between your chin and your chest is very relaxed. no tension. Sometimes moving forward is not always wise. Sometimes being where you are and getting used to that is always a great thing. So just know your body, listen to your body. And if you're wherever you are, send the toes back up to the ceiling if they're not already there. And then find your right knee inside of your right rib cage, or actually on the outside, close to your shoulder. Guide your knee across. A final twist. Now that your spine is warm, your body is warm, this one can get a little deeper. Take a really slow inhale and maybe a loud, long exhale. And then you'll change your legs. The other knee comes in. Give it a good pull. For me, at least, it's at this point in my practice that I kind of forget to breathe. And in my opinion, this is the most important time. So make sure you maintain that slow, steady breath. And then send it back into the center. Find any position that your body is looking for. Maybe it's flat on your back with everything heavy. Maybe it's on your side. Maybe you need to stretch your hips. Maybe it's nice to throw a towel over your eyes or a t-shirt. Wherever you are, just start to allow your body to feel heavy. Space between your eyes, your jaw. Bring some awareness to your neck. Let that relax. Shoulders sink a little lower. Hands feel really heavy. And now you just let your breath be what it is. Marveling at the amazingness of your body, the rise and fall of your chest. It's just the coolest thing. There's something really cool about being in the back of the room and not in front of you. It was pretty powerful. It was really neat. So thank you for that. I hope that you saw what I saw, that you are steady and strong and awesome. So thank you for being here with me. I love my Mondays with you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take a little piece of this calm that you just cultivated and keep it. Namaste, everybody.